have it. That is our introduction into this segment, reminding us once again why we all love pan music. That's a Carfuna song. What's the name of it again? Mongolo. Showcasing just the diversity that you can play on a steel pan. We are talking about PANYAAD Belmopan edition. With us, we have on set Julietta Burrowes, who's the director of Panerrfix Steel Band, and we have Courtenay, who's the manager of Pantempters Steel Orchestra. Good morning and welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here and for bringing some lovely music as well.
Marlene, sure. It's not lost on me that the theme is, and the edition is the year for love. Could you talk to us about that? I want to jump straight in there.
Well, we try to go around the theme. Every time we get our music together to prepare for PANYAAD, we try to center it around a particular theme. And this year, with everything that's happening in our country and around the world, we figured that, why not spread some love? We spread love all the time through music, but let's make the theme about love. And so it's based on the song as well, Year for Love, from The Voice.
Oh, wow. So that means it'll be love songs and ballads all night long? A romantic Valentine's Day.
Well, I don't know what Panerrifix will be playing, but there is no love songs coming from Pantempters at this point in time.
Hey, listen, some of those soca songs are love songs, just written in a different way,
Right,
you know?
yes.
Yeah. But tell us about PANYAAD Belmopan edition. You started this, what is this, the second or third year?
This is the second year.
The second year.
Last year we did it by ourselves.
Yeah.
And it was well received.
Yeah.
We were really shocked, really amazed by the turnout of the Belmopan community. And so this year we figured we need to accommodate more people and just go bigger.
Yeah.
And so we've invited a couple bands to participate along with us. And of course, Pantempters is one of the largest steel bands in the country.
Yeah.
And so they have agreed to team up with us this year. So we have them and we have two other bands. The Mile 41 reggae band out of Belmopan. It's a group of Rastafarians, and they play all reggae music, and they say that they're buddies, they're childhood friends from growing up. They were friends and they've maintained friendships and they know some music, and so they come together and play. And so that's Mile 41. And then we have Omolewa, Osain Jazz Band.
Ooh.
They will be participating as well, and of course they incorporate steel pan and play what Carlos Perote calls jazz fusion.
Yeah.
So fusing jazz with Garifuna, with Brockdome, all different genres of music. He fuses them with jazz.
That's a stellar lineup you have there.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us, Ian, of course, deciding to jump on the PANYAAD Belmopan.
Well, yes. From inception, Pantempters, founded by Dr. Colville Young, among others. And then for many years, his son, Lin Young, has been the director for Pantempters and has instilled in us the idea of working to grow the appreciation and love of pan music in the country. And so definitely, I remember I was reminiscing with Julietta that, when her kids started in Carnival in Belize City, they played with us and so on. So we have always tried to, whichever band, give assistance and cooperate and work with. When Julietta started last year, we weren't prepared to play with them, but of course, as soon as she issued the invitation, we were definitely ready.
Yeah.
And I think, they did a great job last year, and we wanted to assist in helping to grow the event into what we believed a PANYAAD can be. And so we didn't hesitate at all.
When you talk about growing the event, what added dimension will Pantempters add to PANYAAD? What new energy or what new dimension?
Well, I don't know if you've ever been to a PANYAAD.
No, I've never been.
Oh, well, unfortunate for you. But all pan enthusiasts who have been know that all the bands really try every year to step up their game in terms of showmanship.
Yeah.
We have the music and we play and so on, and of course the intricacies of the arrangements, and we try. But one of the things that Pantempters does and works hard at is to lift the bar every time we go out in terms of showmanship. So, that's
like
what we're doing. Costumes and, all the exactly. Which is part of the show for the audience to enjoy. I mean, as you said off camera, whenever we're playing, we look like we're enjoying it. And we being professional people who are in the band just for the love of the pan music and enjoyment, that is what holds us together and keeps us going with members who have been in the band for 20, 22, 23 years.
I'm so glad you said that, because maybe that's why I want to join it so bad. I've always watched people playing steel pan, and it doesn't matter who's in front of them. You guys just look like you're having a ball. I've seen, and even with the youngest ones, Panerrifix, which started out the school system.
Right.
When the kids are all dressed up and they're dancing, whether it's Latin music or soca music, everybody just looks like they're having fun. Is this mandated in steel pan lessons?
Not necessarily. It comes naturally for most of them, but sometimes, they're a little bit inhibited because of the age range. The younger teens, they tend to be afraid to dance in front of their peers. But, before long, they all get into it, and it's really a big shoe to fill following Pantempters. They really embraced us when we started 13 years ago. They sent members of their band to assist in teaching. I was green when it comes to steel pan. I'm classically trained as a pianist, but steel pan wasn't my instrument, So they embraced us and assisted us and helped us to get started and all of that. So we've been following their footsteps in many ways.
No, be honest with me. Right? Because, like Marina said, she loved to play. How difficult is it to learn to play this instrument? Because it's actually the last musical invention in how many years?
The 21st
century.
In the
21st century. I will tell you this, Kevin. Unlike Julietta and many members, I had absolutely no musical training as a child, and I blame my parents for that, now that they can't do anything to me, right? But I remember vividly at the Bliss, there was a performance for the Red Cross when they had the tsunami, a relief fundraiser, a telethon.
Yeah.
And Pantempters were playing to benefit. And I knew Lynn and a couple other members, and when they were packing up, I was like, man, I always love it and stuff. Said, do you like music? I said, well, of course. Well, come, we can teach you. That's all you need all you have to do is to love music, and you can fit in, and which is the origin of the pan instrument.
How old were you at that time?
No, that was the tsunami was 2004.
Yeah, that was 2004. Yeah. So that was
recently. So you started.
Yeah, I started playing 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Just about when we started.
Yeah,
I remember that.
That's amazing. But since you haven't been to a PANYAAD, you wouldn't know. But it had been one of the biggest events. Every venue it outgrew, and it seemed. I mean, we know Belize City love pan. What has it been like so far in Belmopan in getting people? I mean, is it that you're finding more and more people attracted to the music?
Oh yes, certainly. Just based on the turnout last year, it was all people from Belmopan and surrounding villages that came out. We expected maybe 200 people because that's what would normally attend one of our functions, and we surpassed that. Tenfold.
Wow.
We weren't expecting the crowd.
Was not big enough, to be honest.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so this year we're going larger, and we're expecting our following to follow Pantempters and come out to Belmopan as well this year. So it should be even bigger.
It's a perfect day out west. You go to Cayo, you come to Belmopan, and then you listen to some great pan music, reggae music, and of course Carlos and his fusion. Yeah. So, what is in the lineup for Panerrifix and Pantempters? Because you told me it's not love ballads, but it's Year to Love.
The Year for Love. So some of the songs, feature love, and even the reggae band, their theme is surrounding love as well.
Yeah.
You can expect some Latin, some calypso, some soca, just a nice cross section of different genres from us. And we have 3 groups. We have the junior group, the kids from the primary school. We have the senior group, and as well as an adult group, parent band. Some of the kids' parents, got jealous and saw the fun their kids were having and nagged and persisted, and eventually we started a parent band, and they're called Miss and Catch.
Oh, like
right?
that.
Is that the quality of music that they
Originally, they, maybe they were missing some, catching some, but now they say they're catch and catch.
I love that.
So yeah,
you gotta love that kind of honesty.
Yeah, it's all about fun,
You said you had 3 categories, and this morning you brought some of your energetic young people in there. I'm curious. I always wanted to use the word on TV, the repertoire that you guys provide. How much is it influenced by some of the younger members who say, you know what, let's go and Ed Sheeran? You know, how much do they influence the repertoire?
Pretty much 90%.
90?
I get to throw in my 10%. Occasionally a little jazz or a classical, you know, depending on the event that you would have to play for. I get to choose what I like. Or what my assistant, Benoit Koi, he would throw in some of his favorites. But they get to play the music they love, and what better way to keep them engaged?
How does your classical training help you to create the music for Pan from these popular songs? I mean, you listen to a Panerrifix. We used to have you all the time for a Christmas show, I remember. You listen to a Panerrifix set, and it's like listening to Top 100 on the radio, right? Because it's very popular songs. But how does that help you in making that transition?
Initially, it was kind of boring, to be honest, coming from heavy classics to pop music, but knowing how to arrange the music and stuff like that, and assign certain melodies and harmonies and chords to certain instruments, that has helped me tremendously to get the job done. Because if you don't know how to blend the songs and the instruments, then, you know, it doesn't sound as nice,
And I wanted to get to Ian with what you have lined up, because we're not going to leave you with some kind of mystery here.
But of course, you
have to go to find out.
And Pantempters.
You don't have to tell me what the costume is or the grand entrance.
Pantempters will come out fighting, and we will throw down a show. That is all I will say.
You have the full band?
We will have, we'll have only our senior band.
Okay.
Our juniors is directed by Mrs. Hiroka Franklin. And unfortunately, fortunately for her, she went home to Japan for the entire summer. She needed a break. And so she did not have time to prepare her juniors. But we will make up for them in spirit as well. But no, our full senior band will be there, and we will deliver as our fans know us to deliver, and as Miss Julie is expecting us to deliver.
Yes.
And just to add into what you said, we don't have, unlike Julietta, who has predominantly younger players except for Miss and Catch. But we do have our juniors that graduate into our senior band, and they're starting to have more of an effect in terms of music, and challenging now our musical director, to Mr. Armstrong, to come up with the newer songs. And yes, Herschel. But to keep it going, when Lynn was our director, he encouraged and pushed us to learn to read sheet music, because then it makes it easier. Now Herschel is pushing us and the younger kids to develop the art of arranging, because I think he might be tired of having to do all of it, and that is a lot of work that we don't see. I mean, that's hours and hours behind the scene, coming up, creating, bring it out, teaching it, and then if they don't like it, they don't want to play, you know, that. So he wants us to at least have an appreciation for it, but to increase the pool of people arranging music for steel band in Belize.
Let me go back a bit, because maybe I'm assuming that I know. What is the concept of PANYAAD? Is it a competition? Is it a concert? What is it?
From inception, as I understand it, the idea was to showcase steel pan in Belize. So it was never structured around a competition and who win and that sort of thing. For instance, and we are bringing it back, at the end, our finale is the bands playing together, right? So that it has never been judged or anything like that. Of course, we have our own pride,
competition,
you know, which keeps you stepping up. And that was the idea at the time. So it is not a competition, and which is why, you know, we have a good relationship with the bands and so on. I mean, we jest at each other and there's smack talk and everything else, but when it comes, it is loving the instrument and the music, and that's
it's a pan lovers.
It's showcasing it. That's why all the bands are invited.
So when you showcase something, it's because it's like a showroom window. You want the public to come in and say, either I want to join, I want to engage you for events. Can I get that understanding? Somebody out there about to get married, and they're saying, man, that is just the perfect band for my wedding. How do I engage the different bands the different bands, and give me an idea of about how much does it cost. It's something that I can afford for my dream wedding.
Well, if it's for your dream wedding, definitely. No, but I mean, you know, we can speak for each band, but you can contact the band members. We have Facebook pages.
Yeah.
You can contact us, and phone numbers are there, emails,
Yeah.
and so on. So it's quite easy. We generally are able to tailor for the most part for what you want. You want a cocktail dinner time playing. You want at the end party, everybody has had their drinks and want to get on the floor, which is one of the beauties of steel band and music. We are quite versatile.
And you
it
do from
depends.
small groups to large
the entire
groups,
band.
yeah.
Right.
Likewise, we do the same.
Yeah. All right.
Price range?
So,
And price, I mean, it also, of course, depends
on your
on
budget.
where you are, how long you want the bands to play. The difficulty, of course, as you can see, I mean, these are smaller pans, but it's difficult to move these
The
pans
transport.
around the country, so that you have to pay transportation costs.
Yeah.
All right, so that, and for us, we are looking to, in these events, cover our expenses, and of course, we need to make money to
Sure.
maintain and
Absolutely.
expand the band.
Right.
So it's not, we as players
You know, like about Ian?
are not paid.
You know, like about Ian? Ian still give me a price to this. So
You
I
can
thought
call.
it was a hard question to ask because it depends on how many
It
people.
depends.
there.
I mean,
There's
and we
a
are
lot of
willing to work.
factors,
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a one answer kind of
No,
thing,
yeah.
but you can contact them.
No, yeah.
You know, you could get a small group. I've seen like the quartets for some weddings and stuff like that. Just depends what you
Right,
want.
yeah.
But I want to go back to PANYAAD. What does it cost to enter PANYAAD Belmopan edition?
Yeah.
That's the price I want to know. Yeah.
All right, this year we have different categories.
Okay.
So kids under 12 get in for $10. Then we have a silver section, that's $20. Gold, another section of the stadium, that's for $30, and that comes with a memorabilia. And then the platinum section, VIP, very limited area for special invited guests and who want to be pampered. Right? So they get a complimentary drink, a special drink provided by Grace Kennedy, a memorabilia, and secured parking.
Oh.
So, and that section is the balcony of the Isidore Beaton Stadium that overlooks the entire field.
Oh.
the price for that?
That's 50. Sorry, that's
That's
$50.
So you have VIP, gold, silver,
Silver, and
and kids.
And anybody can go down to the field and party in front of the band.
Yeah.
That really, you know.
That's not reserved for anyone.
No, anybody.
Everybody needs to come down.
Yeah.
That's how it's done.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. And where can people get tickets?
They can get tickets in Belmopan from Wingstop and from Pepper's Pizza, as well as from band members. And I believe Pantempters
Band.
members have a few as well.
Yes.
So there'll be food and drinks
Yes,
too?
we have Grace Kennedy who will be taking care of the bar the entire night. And then there's Pepper's Pizza and Wingstop providing food.
Okay.
So
And the
plenty
show
to eat,
starts at
plenty
what
to
time?
drink. It starts at 8, but we're advising everybody to get there by 7.
Okay.
So you can get your drinks, get your food, get your memorabilia, you know,
And then you get your
energized
party
for the
on,
show.
right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, guys. Anything else you'd like to say about why people should head out to Belmopan for PANYAAD Belmopan edition?
Well, on behalf of Pantempters and Pantempters followers, definitely we have returned to PANYAAD, even though it's the PANYAAD Belmopan edition. And we will be providing the show that our fans expect. Belmopan is not far away, and as you said, there's the Kaya event happening during the day. Go to that, cap it off with great music and some fun in Belmopan. You know, and and the prices are extremely reasonable
Yes.
in my
Yes.
opinion.
Yes.
For the show that you will get.
Right. Right. I would just like to say that we are able to do this year with the kindness of some sponsors. We wouldn't have been able to get it done. So I would like to call them. Please, there's B-Call, there's Grace Kennedy, B&E, Wingstop Belmopan, Atlantic Bank, Social Security Board, Timber Tube Limited, Creative Marketing, Builders Hardware, and Yimsan.
Okay, nice. And we wish you the best of luck. And I think what people should definitely be looking forward to is that grand finale where everybody plays together.
Yes, that will be
Whatever
the highlight.
surprise
Yeah,
that
looking
will
for the
bring. So, Pan lovers, it is an opportunity that you don't want to miss. It's in Belmopan, Saturday night, Isidore Beaton Stadium.
Gates open at 7.
Open at 7, get your tickets early, whether it's VIP, gold, silver, and of course kids are $10. We want to thank you for coming in. We want to thank you for waking up some of the kids early. Are you awake yet? A little bit? They're going to give us a closing performance in just a few. We'll take a break and we will be back with our wrap-up, so stay tuned.
I was trying not to.
Oh, I forgot the mayor.
Give the price low. Give the price low, yeah.